That's Miss Betty Levette there for you this morning here in WRCT Pittsburgh. 2 minutes after 10 on a Sunday morning. Say hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody on the video.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Jerry.
What's happening, man?
Jere B.
What's happening in Pittsburgh?
In the house.
How you doing, brother?
All right, man. Good to see you. 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks, yeah.
That must mean something.
That's
man.
a record, actually.
It is. It is. We usually see like maybe once every 2 years and a Soul Patrol convention or something like that.
But January, I've been coming consistently in January.
Yeah, that's
for
right.
the hit that you put on, and blessed to be a part of the panel,
oh, that's
for
right.
independent artists.
Each one teach one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for the last two.
Last 2 years in January, man. Looking forward to this January. It's October.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it now.
Word up.
Working on it now. We got to get some folks that want to be benefactors out there.
Absolutely.
So we can keep that going.
Absolutely. Give them the number to call, man, so they can start now.
Yeah. Email me. You can send me an email. Kevin Amos producer @hotmail.com.
Or Facebook you.
Yeah, Facebook me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either Facebook me on the one-to-one with Kevin Amos page.
Yeah.
Or you can Facebook me on my regular Kevin Amos page, which I'm looking at right now.
Me too.
Yeah, so he's checking out. Jerry gets all those messages. He's
all
one
of
of my Facebook friends.
Definitely.
So
what's happening, man?
Not
How you
too
doing?
much, man.
All is well with you?
Everything's going okay.
Good, good.
I mean, we are given each day, and we do what we have to do.
That's right.
During each day, we're blessed to have that.
Absolutely. And I'm blessed to be here with you finally, man. Listen to the show as much as possible. My Sunday mornings are usually busy, but getting here on 88.3, man, I'm just blessed to be sitting by your side.
Jere be like our friend Tom. Jere be at church.
I do.
He be going to church.
I be going to church, to the church house.
Yeah. So he be taking care of that. And I'll be having church right here.
That's right. That's right.
Spreading the word.
There you go.
Yeah. So there we go. Man, you have done it again.
You think so?
Each production is getting better and better and better. I mean, not that the first few productions were shabby at all.
Right.
But this new production, man, and what you've done. Well, you did it on that last compilation that you put together a few months ago.
Right.
Where you started gathering all these different artists from Ohio and from Youngstown area.
Exactly.
Things like that. And now you've reached out and grabbed some of our Soul Patrol members on there, man, on this one.
Oh yeah.
And that was something, man. It was good to hear all those folks, man. As a matter of fact, Betty was one of our Soul Patrol members.
Exactly right.
Long time Soul Patroller. So
the seed was actually planted at the Soul Patrol convention in Philly.
Yeah.
Well, we went down there and Marlon and Nadir.
Yeah.
And Carlton J. Smith.
Right.
Daryl Looney from Fat Funk Click in New York, couldn't get with Sonny Boy. Wanted to try to schedule it, but our schedules were always conflicting. But he would have been on this one as well.
Well, Shell's supposed to be coming here to Pittsburgh before he goes on tour in Europe.
Is that right?
So I think he's working on that now. He might be coming to the Shadow Lounge. We're going to be here for a few weeks.
Well, he was hard at work, as we were in production, so we just couldn't line it up.
Yeah.
So, we're just blessed for everybody who could make it. Marlon Saunders, of course, and it was just excellent. So, thank you, Bob Davis, for bringing it all together. And, man, I remember, golly, this has been since, 2003 now. We've been rocking with Soul Patrol, at least Sound Doctrine has.
Yeah.
And we were blessed to be able to stand on the same stage with Marlon and get the best new soul album of 2003 for Perseverance, which was our very first effort.
Right.
And so this particular cut, Inspire, this new joint, is probably, I would say, our most ambitious effort. But, we've tried to put together everybody that we could, that we've either been with musically or on the road with or in the studio or had some sort of connection with, and say, hey, man, why don't you just come and spin on this and let the people know what you're about as well.
Well, let's go back to the very beginning, because a lot of people don't know about Sound Doctrine.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've listened to this program, you know about Sound Doctrine, because I've been playing you guys from the very onset.
Yes, sir.
But tell folks a little bit about Sound Doctrine, how that whole concept came together.
Wow, well, Sound Doctrine really, before it became a band, it was more of a production. Just to give you the 30-second version, man, the towers fell. 9/11, I was working in radio. Actually, I was working at WKBN. I was a senior engineer. I was producing a talk show. Towers came down, man, and music to me at that time had been a hobby. You know what I mean? It was something I did after work. I got married and had children, of course, living a life, going to work. And then, boom, the one thing that struck me when the towers fell was the fact that there were people who had aspirations just like I did. People who had things that they wanted to get to after they got off work, but that never came. And, I'm a spiritual brother, man, and, I believe in heaven. I believe that I'm going there when I pass this earth, but I also believe in like right now and that I have a purpose in this life. And so that was the one thought that just all through the day that just dominated me, man. It was like, what are you going to do with all these songs that you have written? So went home, we got the girls out of school early, talked to my wife real quick, we prayed about it because it's like, man, I think I got to come up out of here. I think that this music should be more than just this hobby, just this something that I did after the fact, And so took the songs that eventually became Perseverance, found singers, and Perseverance, was kind of a Quincy Jones project, back on the block, so to speak, the people that I knew who played instruments and whatnot. And we got in the studio, we put the project together. And the recording engineer, Rick Wilmich, he said, so how are you going to market this? I wasn't even thinking about marketing it, He said, well, how are you going to put it on the road? What are you going to do? Wow. So now I got to assemble a band. Right. So January 12th, 2002, myself, Phil the Beat, Jamie Herod on sax, and Cliff Barnes, we assumed the stage at the Northeastern Ohio Gospel Music Convention in Liberty, Ohio. Okay. Did the few little cuts that we knew how to do. And people, really embraced it. The next week, we were approached to open up for Bobby Blue Bland. I mean, the very next week. So we did that at the Cellar in Struthers, Ohio. And then it just became like, well, now you got to form a record label. Now you have to really get into publishing. Now you have to really license the stuff that you're going to do if you want to get radio play, etc. So that's what happened. And it just became this snowball that kind of just kept rolling downhill. So album comes back in May 2002. I send it to a brother named Bob Davis, Soul Patrol. Don't know anything. This is like the, what do you call that? You're throwing darts at this dartboard, and you really don't have a strategy or a plan. Okay? Get this email back from this Bob Davis. Hey, man, I really like your sound, really like what you're trying to do. Hey, you need to join Soul Patrol. This is what we're about, and you have this original music, etc. Right. All right, cool. So we go down. There was the Soul Patrol convention, the first one in New Jersey, I believe, and that's where I met Wilbur. Right. Yeah. So met Marlon and just started really taking this whole concept seriously as not just this one album, but a project, a movement that can go forward.
It was funny because he said, and by the way, there's this brother that's in Pittsburgh. His name is, since you're a young son, you need to call my boy Kevin Amos.
And you were down there. You were down there in New Jersey.
Yeah, I was down there, because I was helping Bob coordinate the event and everything,
That's exactly right.
The one in Willingboro took place at the old Willingboro High School, which they turned into a community center.
That's right.
And there's a lot of famous people from Willingboro, and who lives there? What's his name from the Delphonics? Wilbur. Will Hart.
Yeah, Will Hart.
Will Hart. Right. He lives in Willingboro.
No, he was down in Philly as well. Did he not come to Philly?
He was there. He was at the convention too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But there were a lot of folks there. There were filmmakers there, and different musicians.
Billy Paul was there.
Billy Paul and his wife Blanche were there. Mighty Sam McClain was there.
Mighty Sam McClain.
A whole lot of different folks.
Barbara Mason.
Yeah, Barbara Mason was there.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of different folks, and our Soul Patrol family, everybody just started connecting.
Absolutely right.
So we all connect. We're still connected.
Definitely.
But everybody got together and we,
put it together.
And what happened? Something happened with that next summer. You guys got invited to play at at the Jazz Fest.
Yeah, we went to
DC.
we went to Capitol Jazz Fest.
Yeah.
We were actually that's an interesting regard with respect to what's happening on Inspire, because we went down there. This was actually 2006,
right?
And went down there and competed in what was called the Capitol Jazz Fest finalists. Had great judges, Kirk Whalum among them, you know, and was just encouraged by their feedback. Now we ended up not winning the contest.